Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Virtual Lost Podcast. My name is Julian, and I'm here with my good friend Robert. How is everything going this week, Robert?
Doing good. This weekend we had a lot of esports news. A lot of tournaments have ended and a lot of
Awesome to hear.
seasons.
Yeah,
We
I've been hearing a lot about it, actually. Yeah.
yeah, for League of Legends we had LCK or the Korean region, we had Europeans region and NA's region finish this week. We had Damwon Kia winning Korea, Mad Lions winning Europe, and the apparel org 100 Thieves winning North America.
A little reference to I think it was last week where someone from Tegan Liquid was kind of talking trash, right?
Yeah, he's always looks like a guy who just does the banner for fun. So he said, congrats on 100 Thieves for making it this far in the playoffs as an apparel org. And then they got 3-0'd this week. So,
So who really wins at the end of the day?
Yeah. They get all the clothing sponsorships and the trophy. So who really won?
Who really won?
Yeah, and then also, I don't know if you caught up with it, but the Smash Ultimate Summit 3 was this weekend also.
Honestly, one of the only reasons I was watching, because I feel like when I watch tournaments, I watch more Melee than Ultimate. But
Same.
I think this week was the first time a new org, Moist Esports, was on the roster today. I love Charlie Critical, so it was a fun time. Like I saw his commentary because he got to stream it at the same time. I forgot what it's called, but dual stream it, I think.
Co-stream.
Co-stream it. Yeah, there you go. So his commentary was great. So I had a lot of fun with Smash Summit this year. So it was a good time. And they did decent. They got in like top 7.
Yeah,
both of their competitors. So that was pretty good.
I don't remember either of the competitors' names, but I know
I
they
think it
both
was
placed 7.
Cola and somebody else. I forgot who the other guy was. It's like Jimmy or something.
Okay. We could always use a new esports org.
A new esports org? Yeah, dude.
What's the name of it again?
Moist Esports.
Classy.
I'm
waiting for the apparel line.
Honestly, same here. I'm excited. They have like custom headbands. That was actually pretty cool. They could actually sell that if they wanted to. I don't know if they
headbands.
Yeah, they had like these custom headbands. They were pretty cool. Like the 2 guys were wearing them like on stream and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was chill.
And then all those league regions finished this week, or last week, and then this week we have LPL or China's region finishing between, I believe, FPX and Edward Gaming. I think are the last 2 teams for the finals.
Cool.
And there's also an interesting new rule within China that just got brought up, I think, yesterday or today. Or it's a new regulation, I should say, on gaming.
Oh, well, that's a lot more boring.
Yeah.
on gaming in general, not like just on League.
Yeah. This is for gaming in general.
Oh.
Where the new rule states that minors or children under the age of 18 will now be restricted to 1 hour of gaming from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and in public holidays.
Wait, they have to play at that hour if they want to play?
Yes, it has to be 8 to 9. You don't get the option of the 1 hour. It has to be from 8 to 9 p.m. is the 1 hour on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday that you can, and Sunday that you can play. So max 3 hours a week.
So basically, they can only play online video games on the weekend.
Yes. It's rough from what it sounds like.
That's insane. That's insane because esports are huge in China.
Yeah, that's one of the things that people brought up. Because like for one of the regions, or one of the teams that won Worlds for China, I forget which team it was, but one of their players, Jackie Love, like won when he was 17. And I'm very curious on if you're part of an org, those rules change, because otherwise at max minors can get 3 hours of practice a week.
That's insane. That means like that pretty much cripples the whole esports scene there in the coming like years, right?
Yeah.
Like, for new talent. And I feel like esports has a really high turnaround rate where you're like, like they're looking for new talent like all the time. So it's like, that's crazy. So I'm very curious on the effects they'll have. Yeah. Dude, I couldn't even imagine like go like 1 hour for me was like, oh, I just got started playing. Like what do you mean? Growing up, especially like on a Saturday, I could legit spend like the entire day, like a full 12 hours. Like
yeah, I'm just thinking of beating a campaign. That'd be a month to beat a campaign at max, like 30-hour campaigns.
Insane. Or like an MMO.
Oh my goodness.
Playing an MMO 1 hour at a time. It would take you like years to like grind to like top rank or whatever, right?
Yeah, that is for minors only, but yeah, I don't think that you'd have a chance. Could you even do it? I don't even like play MMOs. Could you even do a raid in an hour?
I don't think so. I think that's like a couple hour affair.
That's unfortunate.
I think it depends on the raid, from what I hear.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's insane.
Yeah. I know. I spent like an hour this weekend on like Friday and Saturday playing Rocket League.
Dog, I spent an hour on the character creator for. Imagine that you just got done making your character, you have to leave.
Yeah, that's I'm curious because it seems like it's on the responsibility of the company. So I'm wondering if it's an hour only for online games, or I don't believe that they would be able to like manage your single player games.
Yeah.
Playtime, but that's something that I have to look into more.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that. That's, I mean, if they're doing just online games, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to implement, just because you could like, I feel like China has like a pretty tight grip on like the internet traffic, so they could like monitor it or something. But yeah, single player games, I don't know how that would work. But yeah, that's an event. That's like a really big like that changes a lot of things. That's crazy, especially in the sports world. I feel like that's wild. You were talking about Rocket League. I feel I heard that you went hard on Rocket League, didn't you?
Friday I put an hour in. I played my 10 placement games because I'm like a diamond level player, I'd say.
Okay.
There's within diamond,
like every
there's
game you play, like, oh, so I'm a diamond player, you know.
Well, it's like
chill.
Diamond. I would say I'm diamond level because there's people in that rank that I think are a lot worse than me, but then there are also people who are a lot better than me in that rank.
Is diamond and Rocket League like plat and league, where it's like that's where most people end up? Or
I actually don't know the distributions between the ranks, but there's still bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, champion, grand champion, and then wherever the top rank is. But I played my 10 placement games and I got diamond 3, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just make the push for it. And Saturday at like 1 a.m. I was just played like 7 to 9 games where it's just like win loss, and then all of a sudden it was just a win spree of just either getting those hard carry smurfs on my team or the rare games where I just pop off. And it was fun. And then I hit the bottom rank of champion, and then I just closed the game. I'm done for this season. I'm not risking it. If I lose a game, I'm dropping back to diamond. So I'm letting that one sit. I'll play duos, I guess.
I thought you were gonna say like I'm just done with this game forever. I'm deleting it from my hard drive. It's over. I'm done. I feel like I've done that in a game. I think I did that in what was that game? The one where it was like kind of like a Mario Party or like Wipeout, but as a video game. The one where you get crowns or whatever.
Fall Guys?
Yeah, Fall Guy. I did that in Fall. I got one crown and I was like, I'm done with the game forever. Like I hard grinded for like a week or something. I got my first crown and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Rest in peace, Fall Guys.
Rest in peace. That game, I mean, it still gets updated. People still play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't cared for like a year.
It's
and it got like eclipsed really hardcore last year by Among Us.
Yeah, it's hard for that kind of game because it's like, since it's just very fast mini games where,
Yeah, people
the
get
average
bored of it
game
quickly.
time, like you got half the lobby back in, or half the game back into the main menu within the first round. So
Yeah,
you need to constantly release new content for
new
that kind of
content.
game.
Yeah.
And so it's tough to keep
I mean, it was a
the
small team
attention.
too, so I think they just couldn't keep up with the speed that was required to keep that game interesting.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I've seen some of the updates and I'm like, oh, that's cool. The Golden
Yeah.
Glizzy.
The Golden Glizzy. I did see the Golden Glizzy.
But yeah, I've never had an interest to get back into the game. I played it for like
Yeah.
2 days. It's like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah. It's a cool concept. I feel like a big company like Nintendo or something could do something super interesting with that concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they could actually probably like kind of keep up with the pace that's needed to keep that game kind of relevant. Yeah.
Speaking of big companies, we had an interesting article regarding a Fortnite event that happened.
Oh,
When I first read it, I thought it was satire. So Time Studios launched an interactive educational experience inside Fortnite Creative.
By Time Studios, you mean like the magazine Times, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Called March Through Time, that featured Dr. Martin Luther King. And, I watched a 17-minute video of like how the game, or how the experience actually went. And I think it did it as well as it could, but it's still like a question of like, did they need this?
Right. When I started to question whether or not this was a good decision was when I saw Rick from Rick and Morty next to a segregated sinks. That's when I was like, what are we doing here? Where are we?
Yeah. They disabled certain emotes.
Right.
At least there was no flossing. That was one of the... there was a few things. It was like, first of all, I hope... When I first heard it, I was like, Fortnite better not be making a profit off it. Thankfully, it didn't look like they did. Then it was like, please no Martin Luther King skins. That would have been one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then 3 was
his grave.
Then 3 would have been just certain emotes being able to be used. Luckily, they disabled some of them. So
flossing at the Washington Monument.
Yeah, they did it as well as they could, but yeah, it's still a question of should they. It's hard to educate this young generation. And when people being very much influenced by video games, I guess I can understand the idea behind it, where it's like, oh, we'll connect to them through a medium that they know.
Right, of course.
But I don't really know how.
Yeah, I think they were asking, like, I could imagine the developers were asking, how could we implement, the story of Martin Luther King and his journey to bring about civil rights and teach these kids, right? When they should have been asking, should we do this in our platform? Maybe I think that would have been a better question to ask, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it seems like it went for well, I don't even know what platform would have been well. That's because they went with probably one of the more. They just looked at a series of popular platforms, and so Fortnite and all. I don't know. I think Fortnite's doing a lot of like trying to be do events from real life,
which is interesting. Yeah, most of the time, I mean, the concerts really made more sense.
Yeah, the concerts make a bit more sense. Yeah.
Obviously the real play would have been doing it in Roblox. That would have been, I think, 10 times better. Honestly, that would have made sense to me. Yeah.
I don't know. I've even been on Roblox.
No, honestly, I saw a super cool this documentary about Roblox and how most of the developers on Roblox, because Roblox is just kind of kids making games for other kids kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a sandbox kind of.
Yeah, sandbox kind of thing. Well, no, like a lot of kids actually do development. Like they make their little games in like this editor they have or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's also a way to teach kids how to code, I think.
Right. So apparently, Roblox makes a lot of money off these games because you have to like buy these games with like with in-game credits and stuff like that to like buy these little, they call them experiences now, because there was a lawsuit with Apple. So I think when they're on Apple, like they can't call them games, because then they're a market inside of Apple's market or something like that. There are a marketplace inside of Apple's marketplace, and that's apparently against Apple's terms of service. But they take because all the money is just like play money, right? They're just with virtual money, right? They make like, I think like 70% of the money. They take 70% of the money the games make, and then they give the 30% to the developers, and they have to earn around what amounts to $1,000 just to take the money out of their Roblox account to put it back into their normal account.
Dang.
Yeah, and when they take it out, I don't know if there's like a fee system or like there's a translation system where they don't even make, they have to earn $1,000, but they don't get $1,000 back when they put it in their account. They get less.
And they have transfer fees.
Yeah, and they and also they have to, if they want to make their game successful, they have to pay for advertisement on Roblox. They advertise in Roblox, so Roblox takes basically more money.
Dude, just play Eve Online at that point if you're gonna do this.
And apparently the skills that they learn in the Roblox editor aren't very translatable into like more modern or more commonly used engines, like something probably like Unity or Unreal. So it's like they're kind of like scamming their developers here, and these developers are like 14, 15, up to like, I remember a kid in my college who was like really into like developing Roblox games. So it even goes like to that age range, but it's kind of crazy. I was listening to like H-Rock talk about the whole situation. He was like, well, they're kind of doing a service, because they kind of get these people who want to go into the game industry used to how the real one works, where you also have to work these depressing hours and get a barely okay wage for not seeing your family for months. So that's interesting.
Damn, I need to hop on this Roblox. I need to understand the Roblox
I need to go work for Roblox.
I need to at least understand this pyramid scheme. I didn't know it went this deep.
Yeah, it was super, super duper interesting, actually. Yeah, there was a good documentary this week about it.
Huh. Yeah, maybe I'll take some time.
Check it out.
Run through some articles.
True.
Mm-hmm. Then also, thank you, by the way.
Oh,
we just had lunch or dinner.
We did,
and
right before this podcast,
you let me borrow.
I ate
Twilight Princess. You did. Yeah. I said, I was like, I stopped after like 2 or 3 slices. I was like, I don't want to be too sluggish for the podcast. And I saw you kept eating. I was like, all right.
I just ate 3.
Oh, really?
Okay. But they were huge.
That's true. I went for smaller slices.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But yeah, you let me borrow Twilight Princess, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you at one point you were going through like, I remember you talking about it on, I think, Twitter or Instagram or something. They were talking about going through like the whole series, the whole Legend of Zelda series.
Yeah, I got that was the original plan like 2 years ago, and I got mentally defeated by the Adventures of Link. That left me battered, beaten, defeated. I just like, I like Zelda now. I don't love it. Nah, I love the series.
I mean,
but that one is a tough one.
That's crazy that it was like the second game, and it's still like, I mean, it was known for being the black sheep, but it was like a lot of the second like the sequels to a lot of those original games were like a little weird, a little experimental. It's interesting. Yeah.
I never played Twilight Princess, so I'm gonna go through that.
Yeah, and I gave you the good one, which is the GameCube version. Doesn't have like weird waggle controls.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to probably Skyward Sword on Switch, because it's probably actually cheaper to get it on Switch than on Wii. Not gonna lie.
Honestly, true. And I think the controls are redefined. So like the controls are made. So that's important.
So excited.
So interesting point about that, and I mentioned to you when I let you borrow it, but it's like I just got that game and I got it for $130.
That was crazy.
I think I've mentioned it on here before, but I collect classic games. That's like one of my. I think that's my main hobby, and it's like a surprisingly expensive hobby. But there's been some news around that actually that is actually super interesting. So lately, I'd say in the last 2 to 3 years, the prices of classic games for certain consoles, if I'm being honest, for certain consoles has been like ballooning. So something like the Sega Genesis, actually right now is the time to buy it if you want to buy Sega Genesis games. They're super cheap. They're crazy cheap. Also, PS2 games are crazy cheap. Because like the same day that I bought Twilight Princess, I got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and it was $20.
Oh.
Which is also, it's a super classic game, and you don't see it like just floating around, or at least like at game stores all that often. So it was like, it's crazy how much of a difference there is from games around the same that came out like around the same time. But lately it's been ballooned. The whole market has been ballooning like crazy, and in a couple of like the kind of gamer circles, they're talking about like maybe like a bubble forming or whatever, right? Like a game collection like bubble, a mini one, right? But there's also been a lot of hype just around game collecting recently, because of like we've been talking about it on the podcast, like these giant sales of like Mario for like a couple milli, like an unopened like special version of Mario, right? Yeah. But apparently there's been scams going around in the auctions of these like classic games, where I don't know if it was exactly like artificially bumping up the prices or something like that. But these people who were involved back in the day and like these art auctions that were like that were deemed scams or something like that are the same people who are starting to auction off these games and auction them off at ridiculous prices. So there was just a really good video by a couple of YouTubers that was talking about how these like auction houses have been connected to like criminal cases from like the past like 40 years, and it's like really interesting stories about like the scammy nature that's going around right now, like with all this hype around video game sales. It's actually super duper interesting.
Huh.
Yeah,
it's finally hit the gaming industry.
Yeah, it really has. Like it's starting to get the same treatment like that, like weird like art art sales, the art kind of collection scene. I mean, but yeah, it's crazy right now. I remember buying a game around maybe like 5 years ago for like $200. I thought it was crazy expensive. That same game costs $400 now.
What double
price. Earthbound.
Okay.
Honestly, it's worth double what it used to be.
Can't wait in 10 years. It's gonna be like, is this an original Kojima?
Honestly. That's why I'm buying a whole bunch of PS2 games right now, dude. Because I have like most of the Metal Gear series now. And man, I got it relatively cheap.
It's just making me regret all the all those games I sold to GameStop in my elementary time. I just always think of Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 is the one that
was so expensive.
Dude, I don't know why. Like, why was I so stupid? I love Pikmin 2. I don't know why I ever sold it, because it probably got like a new Call of Duty that came out at the time. It's disgraceful. Just
that's worth absolutely nothing now.
Yeah.
But no, like I remember, dude, I sold games to GameStop one time when I was a kid. I just gave up all my, like, they weren't valuable games. They were just kind of like kiddie games that I had back in the day. My dad got so mad at me that I actually sold them, because I got such a bad price for them that he was like, "You're not selling games. Don't sell your games or whatever." And I listened to him, and I never sold any games again. So I still have a bunch of old games from way back in the day. So yeah. I'm pretty happy about that.
Must be nice.
I literally only sold like one batch one time, and then that was it. It was just like third party like games that don't they didn't have much value. So it was, but yeah, I got such a bad price on it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, cool. I'll have to go back and buy some games that I sold. get them all back, retrieve the Infinity Stones.
Pikmin 2 is a good game, though.
Pikmin 2 is so good. I remember beating Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. I think I couldn't beat. So that's another reason why I need to get the game again eventually.
Yeah.
Sad.
I need to get like all the Pikmin.
Mm-hmm.
Good series.
Amazing series. Still waiting on the next one. Oh, yeah. Forgot you. I heard you started an anime. We are technically part anime podcast, so
true.
Let's hear it.
I started Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
It gave me vibes of Naruto, even though I haven't seen. I feel like, dude, honestly, at this point, I feel like I've seen Naruto just because of how many clips I've seen of Naruto. I feel like I know the whole story and everything. But no, it's like it has that feel, but like with a modern age. Like it's a very much not friendship triumphs over overall kind of anime. It's more of a the world kind of sucks, but we can make the best of it kind of thing. So it has more of that kind of vibe to it. I like it so far. Like the voice acting is so good. The visuals are amazing. The fight scenes are crazy. It's like it's pretty top tier. I gotta go with kind of the hype. It's really good. I like it so far.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Take some time.
It's good. It's a good show. I really enjoy it.
You still need to wait. Have you watched Ping Pong?
I haven't watched Ping Pong. I should watch Ping Pong.
You need to take some time.
I have so many anime. I have so many anime to watch. Don't even get me started.
What were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm watching on Crunchyroll because as someone with a job, I felt the responsibility to actually pay for Crunchyroll. Oh
yeah,
because I pirated so much anime when I was in college.
Yeah,
I'm admitting you can use this in court.
Statute of limitations.
Suck my. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I only went through the most legal of methods for watching my anime as a high schooler.
Oh yeah, I bet. For sure. For sure.
You know, you're just getting with the times now, old man.
Rest in peace, Kiss Anime.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never will.
Oh god.
Nah.
Those were the days.
Good times. And then I also
you get the little pop-ups that you really like. You're like, damn, really? I'm trying to watch this in public. Let me.
Yeah, and then you try to start the video and you get 3 different ads before you can actually get through to the actual episode.
True.
It's rough.
True. No, at least it wasn't as bad as Crunchyroll back in the day, where you had to watch literally 5 ads.
Funimation is still like that.
Is it really? God.
That's the unpaid Funimation.
I mean, yeah, it's unpaid. That's unpaid. So people are still going through that right now. I feel for you.
Yeah.
I feel for you, my brothers.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters in arms.
Just wait till they all get put under one platform, and then
true.
And then they soon get bought by Disney eventually, because it's an inevitable.
Everything will be Disney.
Yeah.
All media will be controlled by Disney.
It's an inevitability. Everything will be bought by Disney or Amazon. So it's a coin
the mouse
flip.
owns everything.
It's the mouse or the bald dude. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Oh my god.
But I also I showed you I pre-ordered another figurine.
Oh my gosh, another one.
Yeah.
Round two.
Another one that comes out in like June 2022. So I was telling Julian, like, this is an incentive to get my ass, in shape. If I don't have $250 in June 2022, they directly debit my card,
we're going to the streets.
Then it's times are tough. Can't wait for them to foreclose on me.
Oh, you're they take your car. I put my car. Slip on this.
They could take my car. Give me the figurines.
Oh man!
But
I got Uber Eats. I'm good.
Waiting for public transportation, baby. But no.
It's here.
Should be fine.
We were waiting a long time for that.
But it was worth it. is what I'll tell
I'm sure
myself.
it was. Wait, what figurine was it? I don't think you mentioned.
Oh, it's from Girls Frontline, the mobile game I played.
There you go. Right.
It was like the 4th or 3rd anniversary edition, so it was like a cocktail party.
Yeah, you gotta.
It looked pretty. Looked pretty dope.
Anniversary edition. You gotta get it.
3rd anniversary. Third, and then I also showed you one that I might get a 3rd one from Persona 5. But we won't talk about it until the
You haven't even met her in the game yet. You haven't even played her.
I have played enough to where I've met her the first time. I don't know the hype around Kasumi, so
she's a good girl, right? I have actually played most of it.
So after I think the pre-order period goes to like October, so that gives me enough time to beat Persona 5 Royal. I'll understand, and my wallet will decide at that moment.
Dude, that would be so funny if you do play through the game and you think she's worse girl, and then you're like, "Damn it!"
Then my wallet is saved. That's all I'll say.
You can cancel one of those pre-orders, right?
You can cancel the pre-orders. However, you do have to put in like a $25
so you just lose that 25
down payment
the whole time.
Yeah. Oh. So it should be fine.
All right.
Yeah. And then we had a bit of streamer news, but it's just
more like business
a whole
side.
bunch of business side. We had Dr. Lupo signing exclusive YouTube deal, Dr. Disrespect suing Twitch. Both of those are interesting to me.
From what I've heard rumors about the Dr. Disrespect ban or whatever, and apparently it was like them hearing about negotiation that he was doing with YouTube or something like that, and like just dropping him before he ended up signing with somebody else or something like that.
That sounds like a I'm not fired, I quit kind of situation.
Yeah. So I don't know. Super interesting. Those like backroom deals and stuff like that there.
Yeah, that one was always interesting because even after the months that passed, it was always just rumors. There's never
dude. The mystery was so much better than the reality. Probably, honestly, the reality is probably very boring. The rumors when it came out, when it was like, you guys heard about Shungite? Did you watch his last stream?
Mm-mm.
Dude, his last stream was a fever dream, dude. It was so many memes. He was playing Roblox for some reason. He was playing.
Everything comes back to Roblox.
He was playing Roblox. He was talking about this guy who was like a conspiracy theorist or something. He was like, I just bought this new book. It was like by David Eyes or something like that. It was like this like really weird conspiracy theorist guy or something, or like a anti-vaxxer or something like that. Like I forget exactly what it was, but he was like, it was so weird. And he was talking about how he got rocks or something, some like special like crystals or something like that. And then he just talks about this super weird stream that he's like obviously like very like discombobulated, like you could tell like something's wrong with him or something. And then he just quits streams and then never comes, like he disappears for like a couple months. Like when it initially happened, he disappeared for a couple months. So it was like people were just like, what, did he die or something?
Oh my god.
Like it was so weird. And I remember watching most of it. I think I remember watching most of his last stream, and it was the oddest thing I ever seen. It looked like one of those like something you'd see on like I love YouTube, but there's like this side of YouTube where it's like scary Reddit stories or whatever, or like weird weird things that happen on the internet or whatever. There's a whole section of these YouTubers that kind of sound the same thing. But it was like this, like it looked like he was like held up at gunpoint or something. It was super weird.
Interesting. Yeah. So I'm very curious on if that lawsuit goes through, and then if more details are actually released on the matter.
I know. That'd be interesting. I think he did mention here how he can't really say much because he's in the process of suing. But afterwards, it would be interesting to see all the business dealings,
all the stuff that happened behind the woodworks.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Interesting things
for sure. 100%.
I'm trying to figure out a new game though. Trying to find a new game to get high in ranked in. Like, because one that someone mentioned was Valorant, but I think I'm pretty much like that one seems like a lot of work and a lot of tilt.
It does seem sweaty, yeah.
It seems like I would tilt.
Sweaty game, yeah.
I've seen my friend climb to Radiant, and that I got tilted just like secondhand tilt.
Secondhand tilt.
Yeah, it was.
Oh god.
There are some interesting people in the depths of Immortal that I was like, wow, y'all are crazy. This is a free game, and you're putting your life on the lines, is what it sounds like. So I'm trying to find a game. Don't know.
Obviously, we gotta get highest rank on Pokemon Unite.
I'd be down. I'd be down to play some Pokemon Unite. That seems like the MOBA to rank in.
Dude, you have to get another right now on the ground floor, dude. We still have time.
Yeah, and because I played ARAM recently. Such a fun time again. I forgot how enjoyable
it's a lot of fun.
ARAM is.
Yeah. And
then I take my ass to Summoner's Rift, and I'm just like, I hate it here. Get me out.
Get me out. I haven't played League in a minute. I have to get back into it. My Morgana has to be unleashed, dude. Yeah. Dude, I love playing with Robert though, because he is high as fucked ranked. So when I play with him, I have to play with high as fucked ranked players, and then I go back into my normal like high rank compared to me, because I'm trash. I'm trash at the lower ends. But I don't think I'm even high enough ranked to play. Like to play on ranked or whatever. I'm not even high enough for that because I don't play that often. But when I go play with people of my own rank, dude, I smash, dude. It's crazy. I go hard on people on the Rift.
I was gonna say, when you're saying I was high rated, I was like, there is no way I've never played ranked in my entire existence in League.
Well, yeah, because who wants to actually do that to themselves?
I'm an ARAM warlord is all it is. I just play ARAM, and sometimes I'll go in
ARAM, though.
TFT
you go in on ARAM,
and then I'll get 8th, and then I'm like, this is why I don't play TFT. I just want them to bring back like season 2 stuff. I knew the Infernal set back then in the Oceans. There you go. But yeah, I get stomped in the new sets. It's like freaking summoning Exodia to try to win a game in TFT. I'm like, I'm lost.
What is this? Where am I? Who are these people?
Yeah, it's like I'm playing like Yu-Gi-Oh, Baccarat, Magic the Gathering, and craps at the same time during a game of TFT. I'm just like, there's no chance for me.
True. Dude. Wow.
But
I
think that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's about it for me too. That's a pretty good conversation. It was a cool little topic. There was stuff that we weren't even planning on speaking on that I was excited to speak about.
Yeah. A lot of segues, transitions, production values improve. No, not production. Production quality improvements.
True. We're ranking up, Robert. We're
almost to bronze.
We're
almost a bronze level podcast, is what I'd say.
It's true. We're about to start playing ranked on podcasts.
Episode title: Depths of Iron. Iron level podcast.
Dude, Iron level podcast. That's the name of the podcast this week.
All right.
If you've reached this part of the podcast, you're now in the production meeting with us. Congratulations for making it this far.
Yep. Give us some feedback. Let us know how the episode went.
Yeah. Tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. Like and comment and subscribe. Because that's how
smash
we know
that like button.
Smash that like button.
Mm-hmm. Send social.
That's how we know. wait. Chill out.
Dude, okay, wait. Before we end the episode,
okay.
I ordered a pizza a few days ago, and the person who I'm assuming the person was like their first day at work, because order pizza, carry out. I was like, all right, I'll have a pepperoni pizza, and guys stalls, and he's like, is that all? I'm like, yeah, that's it. And he's like, name please. And I said, Robert. Give him 5 seconds. Is that all? I'm like, yes, that's all. That's all my name. And then he asked for phone number. And, you know, I say my number, all 10 digits. 10 seconds pass. Is that all? I'm like, well, yeah, my phone. I think all my phone number is there. Is there any other number you're thinking of? You want my driver's license number, my social security, my insurance number? I don't know what this guy's smoking, but he apparently wanted it all. And after that, he was just like, or then I waited because, you know, they'll tell you normally how long the pizza will take.
Right.
So I said, you know, yeah, that's my full phone number. And then I wait for like 15 seconds. And he's like, 20. I'm like, $20? 20 minutes? Wait. What do you mean? He said 20. You didn't say if it was minutes or $20. I was like, all right, 20.
Dude, I would just assume I have 20 seconds to live at that point. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
20?
Yeah, then I walked into the store. It looked like he was like a, you know, just out of high school kid, like just starting out. So I was like, okay, he's just inept.
20.
But it was such a, he's dying here.
75.
Yeah.
Just in a very straight.
He just starts going up. 25. 30.
32. And just saying weird numbers, like not even like whole numbers or anything.
Yeah, it
like,
was so cryptic. I was like, okay, this is
35.2.
This is surreal. 32 and 3/4.
1.
Yeah, but that just reminded me of that for some reason.
Oh my god, that's a good one, dude. That's funny. That's so funny.
Man, these people, man. They're funny. I don't know. I always end up with some interesting
Yeah,
people.
weird things happen to you. Like, and when I'm with you, weird things happen to me too.
Yeah, I don't know. I just apparently I'm a freaking magnet for interesting situations.
True.
I will say some of them I put myself in, but some of them are just like, all right, you know, take what comes at you. Because otherwise, you know,
today I'm going to be offered a mixtape.
Yep, today
Santa Monica Pier.
Today I will miss the opportunity to get a mixtape of a man who's having a concert with Snoop Dogg. But you know, I didn't want to pay that $1 for that mixtape. So you know, that's a trade-off.
True.
Yeah. That okay, we should probably call it again. I forgot we were ending the episode at that point.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for the 18th episode of the Virtually Lost podcast. We will see you next week.
Yep. See you for episode 19.
Like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Insert ad here. All right. Bye.
All right, bye.